Hi, Jumbo everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mark George Njoroge. This, as usual, is MGN Media, where you learn everything you want to know about the beautiful, ever-reigning state of Washington. So, guys, today I have this euphoria. I'm over the moon. I was checking my YouTube and voila, man, 4,000 subscribers, some change on top. Thank you so very many, guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very many for the support. And I could not have done it without your support. Thank you so very much. So today I'm doing another video for visa. I am in this space doing a lot of research for you guys about visas. And one visa leads to another, and another leads to another, and I'm like, what? So this one is a twin of this, and this is another twin of this. It's like a Pandora's box. You open this file, it's a file with a lot of cabinet. This cabinet leads to another shelf, and you're like, what? How comes I didn't know about all this, man? So therefore, I'm doing a research. I'm in this space doing some research on visas. And if you're new to this channel, I did a research on a visa called C1D, the crew member visa. And please, if you didn't watch it, consider doing so. It may be of importance and help to you or your family member. So without any further ado, let us dig in to today's visas, right? I was in this website, the USCIS website, and I'm studying a visa called F1. We all know F1, right? After F1, I found out there is another one called F2. So after finding out, I was almost done. Scrolling down, I realized there is another one called M1. I thought I'm done. Boom, M2. I'm like, what? All this information, and I'm like, I need to share this information with you guys, right? Because you're the best. Man, I'm excited about you guys. That's why I'm doing all this research for you. So for purposes, my emphasis today is on the M1, M2, F2 visas, right? But for purposes of building a proper foundation, so that we may all be in the same page and we may sail in the same boat. I don't want to leave anybody on the other side of the ocean and be wondering, what's going on? So therefore, guys, tighten your safety belts and let us dig into these visas, right? So number one, F1 visa. Let me put a foundation. But before I put a foundation, it's in order for me to put a disclaimer clause, right? That I'm not an immigration consultant. Whatever I'm sharing with you is purely based on search and research, right? Yes. So let me repeat. I'm not an immigration consultant. Whatever I'm sharing with you is purely based on search and research, right? So what is F1? What is a student visa, or F1, the category F1? This is a type of visa that allows you, my viewer, to come to the US as an international student. It allows you at the point of entry to come in as an international student, right? So what do you need to get this visa? First of all, you need to have finished your Form 4, right? That's the basic. You need to have completed your Form 4. 2, you need to search the school you intend to go to or to study. If it's a university, research on the university. And before I proceed so much, it's only, I don't know if there are other African countries that they do grading. In grading, I mean you have grade A, B, C, minus, plus, plain. You guys understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. So in the US, they don't do that. They do with points. But in Kenya, we follow grades. So I think you know what you have in your pocket before you apply for a student visa, right? You know what you have in your pocket. So research properly in the school you want to go. Go to the website, the school website, if it's for university. Go to the website, the international student section. So once you go to the international section, submit your application. That's for the university. I'm talking about people who have just completed their high school, right? Go to the university, search for the university website, international student section, submit your application. Are we together? So once you do that, they require some few things, you know. Some universities may require transcript, which they do. They need your high school transcript, like I said. So you need your high school results. So, but if the university does not admit you, what do? Option 2 is colleges. There are so many colleges, and they are called community colleges. So you apply for a community college with your grade. They may accept you. They may ask you to do some exam. Some will ask you to do the TOEFL or the IELTS exam. Those are exam to check how good your English is. Others may request you to do the SAT exams, you know. Those are exams that are done here in the US after high school, so they need you to do them. And others, those who are coming with other qualification, with other licenses, others they ask for the NCLEX, especially for nurses. But I'm dealing with high school right now. So you're done. So the question most people will ask is, how do I then identify a school? Like one of the ways is to go to Google, search for the school. 2, if you have family, relative, friends who are in the US, it does not matter which state, right? Ask them what community college is around you. Which college do you think is suitable for me with these grades? They will assist you, right? Because people are afraid with the internet because of the conning thing. People are conned. But the best thing to identify a school is go to the website, which most websites are, not all, but you'll find the American schools are not hacked as much. So when you do so and your application goes through, they will send you a form, the I-20. That one you will attach all your documents as usual and take it to the embassy. And when you go to the embassy, as usual, they'll need proof of bank statement, like I talked about in my previous video. So the bank statement, don't worry about bank statement, because you are a student and you are coming to study and you are young. You might get it from a relative, a sponsor, you know. Some, like, I know people were given bank statement in those days by the churches, you know, and the church says, yes, we take responsibility. We are sponsoring this guy to go to school. So bank statement is not a big deal if you have a sponsor. So when you come to the US with your student visa, so the USCIS will allow you to come in at the point of entry and you become a student and go to school like everybody and stick to that lane. So the question that will appear is, what about those who are coming for masters, those who are coming for PhD? The process is still the same. Identify the school, go to the website, submit your document. If they request any transcript, submit it. Bank statement when you go to the embassy. The process is still the same, right? That's the F1 student visa. So you are here, you're doing your master's, you're doing your bachelor's, and you are studying. When you're a student, you're allowed to work. You know, that question will appear, and how will I survive? How will I be, catering for my... You are given 20 hours to work. You're given 20 hours a week to work. So when you are studying, you can still work. And this is the most interesting part. When I was doing my research, I came across another visa called F2. So this is a special visa for those who are coming to study. You came... Let me rephrase it. Let me go back again with my words. So you came with a student visa and you're married, right? And you left your spouse back home. Maybe your husband, maybe your wife. You left them behind. And you're here doing your master's or degree program for 3 or 4 years. Wazungus are very mindful when it comes to family. They don't like separating families, right? So when you are a student with an F1, you can go to the International Students Office and submit a request for your spouse. This was very interesting. This is the F2 visa, right? It allows you to bring your spouse, your wife, your husband, your children, and children. There is an age limit, 21 and below. Anything after 21, it won't go through. So this visa, when I was researching it, you come with full benefits like a student. The spouse now who is coming with an F2, you come with the benefits of your spouse. Your kids go to school. So if you're taking a study of 3 years, you and your children are here. Voila, what else do you want? You are here now with your family for 3 years. And when you are studying, and this is very interesting, there's something called OPT, optional practical training for those who are studying here. Once you're done with your study, if it's for 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, there is another 1 year for training. And this is my take, and this is my view. When you're coming to study to the US, study something that you have a license. I hope I'm making sense. Make sure you're coming to study something that you have a license. Because when you have a license, it's very easy to get an organization that will sponsor you for legal status, to change your status to PR, permanent resident. This is my take, and this is my findings, and this is my opinion, which is purely based on my findings. Another thing, when you're applying, this is the best time to apply, and have reasons to say so. When you apply for spring intake, so it means for winter intake, it means that you are in school. You will come in January, so you're in school for a very short time. You're here between February, March, April, May, because it's a quarter, and then June, when the summer begins, boom, you're out for a summer. And that is the best time you can go work. So this is for people who, I said the F2 visa. F2 visa, basically it's a visa for spouse. You came alone, you have a family, you left them with kids. This is the visa. Go ahead and apply for F2 visa for them, right? So for those, and I have remembered something, people may ask me, and what about those who have come as students? And I'm coming to the M1 visa. Those who have come like singles, they don't have spouse, they don't have anything tied to them. What do they do to have status? There are so many things to do. So many. You go to school, and this because you are single, fall in love with a Mzungu lady, or fall in love with a Mzungu guy, get married, and you change your status. Simple. If not that, if that's hard for you, have some other reasons. File asylum. Do anything to your disposal to make your stay legal. You have 4-5 years. You can renew your stay. If you're a student, you study for 3 years, practice for 1 year, you still have time. You can still apply for another study for 3 years. Man, by the time you are 5 years, I think you should be wise enough to change your status from student to permanent residence by other means, right? So let's go to the M1 visa. So M1 visa, this is a vocational training visa. Man, when I opened it, it blew my mind. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Vocational training. Vocational training refers to instructional program or course that focus on skills required for a particular job or trade. So this M1 visa is for trades, skills. Those manual. Man, I was checking, it was saying even cosmopolitan vocational training. Man, there's so many. This is a special visa, and people are not talking about them. Choose any school. Look, go and find a vocational training college in the US. Do your research. I was surprised even dental assistant falls under M1 visa. I was surprised even nurse assistants courses fall under M1 visas. There are so many colleges around that are offering these courses, and guess what? It's the same thing with F2 and F1 visas. Once you apply and you get your visa, man, there is the M2. So you are married and you have this M1 visa, the vocational skill practical training visa. Yeah, and you're married. You don't have to leave your wife behind. You don't have to leave your husband behind. Apply for them for the F2 visa, M2, sorry, and come with your family. So this is another visa that is very very interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna do a second video on the colleges that are around me. I will send you the links of the colleges that you can apply for the M2 for the M1 in my second video. I'll tell you the colleges that are near me. I'll do more details on the colleges which are in Pierce County, Snohomish County, King County, and Thurston County, which are around Washington in my second video. Please don't go away. Probably you might be wondering, okay, you have said this is the way to go. In my second video, I'll be doing, like I said, let me share the nuggets of the day. Colleges around Pierce County. I reside in Pierce County. King County is not far from me. The King County Snohomish County, that's Everett, Linwood, Shoreline, up. And then I will do another. Yeah, I think I can do Thurston County. Thurston County is Olympia, Lacey, you know, the southern side. What about Kitsap? I think I'll do 5. Let me do 5 counties. Let me repeat them. 5 counties. I will do PS County, where I reside. I will do King County, the Federal Way, urban Kent, you know. I will do Snohomish County, which is Snohomish, Linwood, Shoreline, Everett, and going up. And then the 5th one, I'll do Thurston, and I will do Kitsap. Kitsap is Bremerton and Gig Harbor in my second video. And then on the same video, I will combine the M2 colleges, the M1 colleges, the vocational training colleges. Check it out. Wait for the second video. So send your comment. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, as usual, my name is Mark George Njoroge. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, share, comment. If you have any question that you want me to address in my second video, man them. Feel free to drop it on the comment section. Right? See you on the second video. Bye. Adios. Love you all. Thank you.